afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers, and guess what? It's 3 o'clock. This is episode number 53 of my 3 business tips in under 3 minutes at 3 o'clock. For those of you tuning in, every day I get online around 3 p.m., either pre-recorded or doing this live, and talk to you about business advice that may help your small business, your self-starting entrepreneurship, your solopreneur business. And lately, we've been talking about tips from books that I have read, and I'm open to suggestions. If you have some good books, I'm an avid reader. Things that have made a difference in my business of 11 years of running a web design company. And today, we're going to talk again with Jim Collins through his book. Today's book is called Great by Choice. If you will remember, in episode number 35, I talked to you about Good to Great. This is like the sequential book that comes out about 9 or 10 years later. And he, again, studies companies that make a huge difference, that maybe 10x through hard times. And this is appropriate, but considering this COVID situation, your small business may be going through hard times. I have certainly seen in my base of 306 clients that about a third of you are really struggling. And mine kind of waffles back and forth depending on the success of you guys. And it's the end, it is January, it's December 19th, about 5 days before Christmas. This is a tough time for a lot of people. It's a tough time not being able to be in person in most situations. So we're going to grab 3 tips that I gleaned from this book that I think were really good. Tip number 1, he talks about 10Xers, which is the premise of this book. And his first tip is that you have to be, I had to look here, you have to have amazing or fanatical discipline. And it's the ability to do what's right or do what you need to do to get it done. You have to do that really fanatically, really with emphasis. You have to do what you need to do and stick to it as far as discipline goes. Number 2 is that you have to be a little bit paranoid about what the future holds. Even if you have something that's going really well, Jim found that a lot of businesses that even were hitting the marks and growing were always looking over their shoulder or always a tad bit paranoid that maybe this stream of good luck or good fortune or good progress would not be the same, and they would adjust themselves accordingly. And number 3 is you have to have an amazing amount of creativity. So you don't do things at random, but you don't keep on the same course. You have a little bit of creativity in the things that you're doing. And creativity could come in the ways of marketing, it could come in the ways of presenting new products, or even inventing or improving on a product or service. So those are my 3 tips for you today. You have to have discipline, a little bit of paranoia, and lots of creativity. I wish you well. I want you much success in your business. Be awesome. Now go back to sleep.